Yeah,
Ooh,
second lowest
that's
in the
rough.
last decade. So with that, I want to welcome everybody to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio, your somber Rockies fan, rooting for a 3-8 team. Your host, as always. I'm joined by the freaking Dodger loving beanie one, Gerard.
Go
Durrell.
Dodgers. Dodger blue, baby. Oh, hey, how's it going, nerds? Yes, that's right. I'm a little less somber today. Yeah, my team's doing a little bit better. It's not a problem. It's all right. It's all right. But
Dude,
you
it's
know,
the bottom of the second inning. It's already 3-1 freaking Arizona. God
yeah, yeah. Anyways, yeah. What's up, guys? Happy to be here. Happy to see and listen to hear all your beautiful voices and faces, hopefully. And thanks for joining. J Rock.
And and the other gentleman joining us tonight, because the babyface one ain't here, is our
Blue
maitre d'
work.
services, the man with the couch, the man, the myth, the legend, Lion Jr., Jason Belidio.
In
How's it
training.
going, guys? How's it going? Lion Jr., what the heck, man? That's like,
Because you're
The main
not
is
the
still
cub
not
anymore.
there yet. It's
It's
coming.
not
It's
back
coming.
yet.
bro,
it's growing.
like
It's not-
it is.
It's not back to your epicness.
Yeah, but it's coming in nicely though. Like I
Yeah.
needed to take it all down. So
Yep.
now it's like coming in like
It
even.
has a form now. Like, yeah,
see,
you,
it's
it's looking
the
good.
shape going.
You know,
like
once
I
it's
gotta
grown out, you know how it's gonna grow out.
on the
Like,
sides, I gotta get a little bit of
I get it.
like take it down a little bit, but just letting
Yeah.
it grow out. Just
You gotta
again,
tame it. Yeah, you want to tame the
tameable.
mane a little bit.
It is good. It is good. We getting back to guys. Don't worry, fam. Like
Mhm.
we coming up. We coming up very slowly. I'm gonna surpass both these guys next week. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I mean, if I wanted to, I could let mine grow out. I just don't like it. So, I trimmed mine up
You
too.
don't like it,
I'm
or
letting
I don't
this
like
grow
don't
out.
like it because
I'm
like
letting
I don't
this
like
grow
it.
out, but I tamed the sides now. But I'm gonna let this grow out a
because
little bit.
that's always one of the things that everyone's like, oh, like why did you take it off? Like was it you or was it more like the missus? And I was like, nah.
Oh no,
It's
it's always when you have mood swings when it comes to like it's time. Like,
yeah,
but I get it.
Yeah.
It's just sons. But
Yeah.
for those out there, like that have to keep a clean shaved face, because of misses, hey, you know what? That's okay. That's okay, man. That's
Yeah.
okay.
True. Also
I
true.
just don't like it. So,
Oh, see,
anyways, how y'all doing?
bro, Tuesday. How was
Yeah.
the eclipse, man? How did you enjoy the eclipse? 'Cause, like,
So
that
we
was
got
that was a hot topic over the weekend.
It
we got
was, yeah.
65% coverage here,
65.
and
That's very nice, man. We
both the
barely
boys.
had 30.
So
Yeah.
so I took Cody to school yesterday morning. Half the school was gone, like literally half the school, because our school district decided to not let any kids out to go see the eclipse. The way I understand it, it sounds like one parent bitched and moaned in 2017 about watching the eclipse or whatever, and it ruined it for everybody. So
Bummer.
I think that's sad because the US, granted, we're gonna have an eclipse hitting in 2044, but it's only be able to be seen in parts of Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. But the next major eclipse, which here in Colorado, down in Colorado Springs, it's going to be 100% coverage. It's going to be totality.
Wow.
So up here, we'll probably get like 90%. But, these kids are going to be in their 20s when you think about it, like 21 years from now, or sorry, 45. So that's
when the next
21 years for the next one. So they're going to be adults, like some of them having kids of their own, and the fact that they're not going to be able to experience this, especially when they're learning about space right now, like, come on. So
especially when there's
um,
so much more of an interest of trying to revitalize more of like
we are
the
getting
space
ready to go back to the
and-
moon with Artemis.
Yeah.
This is the time you should have done this. And so rather before I took him to preschool, we went outside, we watched part of it. I dropped him off, walked my butt right around over to the front office, and I said, hey, I need to borrow my son for like 5 minutes. They called him out of class, took him out of class so he could actually see the eclipse. I sent you guys pictures of them in their,
Yeah,
fun little
that was
glasses.
cool.
So yeah, it was definitely it was it was something that it had to happen for
Yeah.
me. We all know I'm very much a a space nerd and whatnot. And heck, I've got a Lego International Space Station that is getting ready to get put back together. Um, Cody and I put back together the Women of NASA Lego sets that they did.
Oh, cool.
So
Interesting.
they've got Margaret Hamilton, who helped program some of the coding for Apollo for the lander. You've got Maya Jameson, who's the first African American woman to travel in the space shuttle. Sally Ride, who we all know was part of the Challenger mission. That unfortunately for us that kind of grew up, some of us saw that actually happen on TV.
Mhm.
And then you've also got, you know, Nancy Roman, who is worked on the Hubble project.
Oh, really?
So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so it was for me, it is something that they absolutely should have seen. And I wasn't gonna let them miss it at all. So but yeah, it was really cool. Did you guys actually get to see any of the 30% for you guys?
I did a little bit yesterday. Yeah.
I only saw
Yeah.
it through a friend, a friend, a friend's friend took a video
Yeah.
via a telescope and showed me the video of that, and I was like, "Yo, that's pretty cool." It's like a full time lapse of it
Hmm.
from start to
Oh,
finish, and I was
nice.
like, "That's pretty cool." It's like
Yeah.
they time lapsed it, so then like it's only like a 15-second video. So you see this little that's
Oh,
it done.
sweet.
And I was like, hey,
Well, it
that's
was
all I needed to happen though. Like
yeah.
we didn't get full, so we're like, hey, you know what? Like a little bit is chill, and
Hmm.
obviously I'm not going to be staring at the sun. Please, please, for all you people out there that did or didn't see it, just don't look at the sun. It's not good for you. Yeah.
Neither is using your camera phone without a pair of glasses filtering it.
Yeah, so I mean, like, please don't do that either. But I mean, like, this is the guy that has like a telescope
So
that's like fully ready to go. He's just
And
like
yeah.
you, Matt.
filtered.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
is
Oh,
like
dude, there was a
ready
couple
for
people
it.
in my neighborhood that had the bigger telescopes out
Yeah,
for it and
they're just
whatnot.
like ready for
Oh,
it.
Um,
cool.
Like, just
yeah.
already positioned, knew exactly
Yep.
like the exact coordinates. So it's like this
So
full shot. Like,
Jerry,
they're
don't
ready
be
for it.
surprised when you have people showing up with iPhones and their cameras don't work anymore
Yeah.
because a lot of people were dumb enough to not use a filter on their camera sense, on their camera phones and point it directly at the sun and it
Oh,
fries the camera chip.
no.
So
Oh, no. Okay. Okay.
there
That'll be
was
interesting.
tons of articles out about it
Oh,
going,
my
guys,
gosh.
Yeah.
not only do not look directly at it, don't use your camera phone to take the pictures without putting a pair of
Oh,
glasses over top of it. So, anyways, so yeah, that was my
that'll be
Monday.
interesting. Yeah.
Um, so real quick before we get into our kind of bigger topics, which is more X-Men and a little bit of Star Wars, not
Hmm.
TV shows, Jason, not well, kind of, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna
we got
be.
a game announced finally officially today from our friend Julian Garrity over at Ubisoft.
Yes.
So we'll talk about it in a second, but first I want to say, my condolences to the family of Louis Gossett Jr., who passed away last week at the age of 87. He'd been acting since 55. Um, some of the titles that he goes back to, like he was in Jaws 3D. He was in the movie Enemy Mine. Um, he was also in Iron Eagle as Chappie Sinclair, which that's where I first was introduced to him. Because of course I was a Top Gun fan. Iron Eagle comes out and figured, hey, let's take a look at it, and it's like the Wish version of Top Gun. The story behind Iron Eagle is they went to the U.S. Air Force and said, hey, we want to make a movie about the U.S. Air Force. Air Force said no, go to hell. So they had to go over to Israel and use Israeli F-16s to do the
Oh, my
dogfights
God.
and everything. Um, but he was in what else? He was in the old Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren. way back in
Oh,
the
that's right. I forgot about that.
um he was in the movie Toy Soldiers. Um
Yeah,
he was a voice in Captain Planet for a little while. Um as it kind of got longer on in his career, um
that's
trying to
so
think what
crazy.
would be some titles that well, he was in the new Color Purple, the remake of that one that just
Yeah,
came out not too long ago.
The Watchmen.
Um,
That
yep.
was on was it Showtime or HBO? I think it was HBO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, it was a lot of he was in Boardwalk Empire for an episode.
Nice.
You know, so he had a very, very long career. He was one of the actors up and coming that, helped uh African Americans actors kind of make their stamp on Hollywood during the 50s, 60s, and 70s, um, and whatnot. So it's just sad to see, someone that if
A legend. Yeah.
he's a legend, and honestly, like if you saw his picture, you would immediately recognize him. Like he was just one of those faces. The name isn't there. Like we know Morgan Freeman and James Earl Jones, right? You know them by name, you know them by face. It's just one of those actors that you know their face and whatnot. And he's on the Jeffersons for a little bit too, and whatnot. So, but yeah, my thoughts go out to his family. But from the sounds of it didn't sound like he went out like suffering or anything, just kind of natural causes. So,
Yeah.
anyways, so let's let's talk some X-Men because episode 4 had a lot,
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Um, how did you guys feel about episode 4?
Um, I honestly enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I think the pacing is by episode is going well. The mix of the main story and then the side stories like this, I think like is it's a good mix. Like it's not like too heavy on just side stories and then finally getting to the main story, or too much main story and then you get into it and then a side story. It's heavy, it's well balanced. And this one just really hit home, dude. Like this
Mm-hmm.
hit such nostalgia with Mojo World and like all of the little Easter eggs in Jubilee's room. Like
Yeah.
I really credit the creators and everyone involved, because it definitely hit home where like it paid homage to the old show
Mm-hmm.
too. It was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of the best. Well, like I said, was telling the guys earlier, one of the best things is that you have the literal passing of the torch of the voice actresses. Like
That too.
having
That surprised me as
having
well.
having the original Jubilee from '95 now coming back to cameo and voice Jubilee again, having two different Jubilees. Obviously you can hear the distinct difference in both their voices, and it's a definite passing of the torch from the old generation Jubilee that's like, oh, like this is what you can do. This is like everything that's what you're capable of doing. Showing the new recent '97 Jubilee, like, hey, like this is everything. Like this is you now. Like I can give you all the tools and now make it you. Like on so many levels, I feel that it's so great to see like old cast giving passing the torch to the new cast, and it's rightfully done. It's
Mm-hmm.
well done. Like
Mhm.
you have all the idioms, the mannerisms from the '95 old Jubilee. Well, in this case, it's Mojo. Was it Cyber World Jubilee
Yeah.
Yep.
being passed on, and you're just like, wow, this is
Abscissa.
yeah. It's just so good to see that, like that bond that the two of them
Mm-hmm.
now share, being Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
So well done. And I do have to say, I laugh a little bit. For all the anime fans out there, you know exactly that the giant spherical attack that Jubilee does at the very end, you know that is a Naruto Rasengan in X-Men form. In X-Men form. Like it
Maybe that was
not
the creators kind of paying homage.
I mean it is a shot for shot, not shot for shot, but it is so identical that it just makes it, you know what, like for those that do watch anime, because a lot of people that watch cartoons watch anime as well, it's like a little like here you go. Like we can't really say what it is, but
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
Um, so let's look at some of the Easter eggs, right?
Some.
Down, yeah.
So Screen Rant did a really good list of it. So you've got a stuffed long shot right here, which we all know was one of Mojo's kind of
Yeah.
main guys, in the comics.
Main attractions.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have the original Genosha episode from X-Men season 1, like the
That was
OG
so
show,
cool.
where you've got Domino, Blob, and Sunfire. And then you have a Dazzler reference.
Yeah.
Which rumor is that we may get Taylor Swift playing Dazzler in
like a live action?
in Deadpool. In Deadpool
that'd
3.
be sweet.
There's rumor that she's playing Dazzler. And then you have player select menu, like the old kind of school with references
like
to
the game,
Colossus,
dude, the arcade
Magic,
game.
and Cable.
That's so cool.
And then you have
Days
the
of Futures
X-Men, the wanted
Past.
poster from X-Men, which is the actual comic book cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From back in the day. Then you have, of course, the classic
the game,
X-Men arcade
was so
references, including the Savage Land.
Savage Land,
which
yeah.
anybody who has played the X-Men arcade game knows just how much of a pain in the ass that level was and so on was to fight. Then you've got Spiral, who is basically
that was so great. That was
Mojo's tech support.
That was so funny.
Yeah. And then you've got, of course, we talked about her,
yeah.
Absissa, which is basically Jubilee aged as a variant, which was really cool to see.
Yeah.
If you didn't catch it, there was the X-Men arcade cabinet itself drawn into the episode.
Yeah.
Which for those who know, they know. The original.
Right there. That was the best picture right there.
Right there. That is, we all know.
That little
so great.
arcade cabinet, the second picture. Yeah. See, like if you knew, if you're at the arcade, you knew exactly.
Man. You know. The only difference is this picture in the original game, it wasn't Jean Grey, it was Jubilee. Or Dazzler.
Or Dazzler,
yeah. Sorry, it was Dazzler. Anyway, so then you've got a picture of X Factor.
Yep.
And then they talk about Forge's history, and how he kind of started out, which was starting the original mutant collars. Like his original rough stuff is what created the collars later on.
And this was a good pivot in the episode too. Like this was a good story within the story.
And then you had the adversary, which is Forge's demon from the comics and stuff. So there was all great Easter eggs. I think my only complaint was I think it was the weakest of the first 4 episodes, just in terms of, you have, I think it would have been better to do a episode just for Jubilee and Sunspot and then do Storm as another episode.
I don't think so.
Taking those two storylines kind of.
They broke. I think the whole point was because the Storm and Forge one was supposed to be broken up. It's supposed to be a part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, I don't mind it because you're pulling. The only way I can think of it is like you're pulling a Smoking Aces kind of thing, where you have so many different parts of the X-Men that do need their full backstory, or that they
Mhm.
do need their like longer extended story that they weren't given before. You
Mhm.
know, like, and I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler, but I mean, at some point in time, I'm wondering if they're going to do it in this storyline in this 97, if they finally turn Jubilee into a vampire, you know, if she goes full turn, you know, that's going to be awesome, because I know it's like it's in the timeline, it's in there. I just don't know when, if it's going to happen, you know, because a lot of people, they're like, oh my goodness, like this is going to happen or that's going to happen, you know, like so many things. It can go up and down, but I do like that they're progressing the stories bit by bit, and you're getting a full picture rather than like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
here's just Wolverine, here's just Jubilee, and then
Mhm.
you have to like kind of piece it together like a good old fashioned Marvel series, you know. I don't want that. I want them to like everybody to still be like present, or like,
I
you know,
agree.
Mhm.
I kind of like it
Yeah.
broken up, but with a little bit of both, and
yeah,
then
because then you have
because then the next
smaller,
episode it's going to be the same. It's going to be part
yeah,
two, but it's still going to be, I think, like partially two episodes.
yeah, and you're gonna have smaller bits of all the pieces, you know, like you have the Jubilee and Sunspot storyline, you have the Storm and Forge storyline, you had the Gambit, Magneto and Rogue storyline,
Yeah.
you have Gene, Scott, and Nathan. You know, that all those storylines right now are going all at the same time, rather than be like, okay, let's play this one all the way out, and then let's play all this one all the way out, and then you have to go back and come back to this a certain
Right.
spot, rather than just like, hey, everything's
That's why
moving
I think
at the same time.
it's a healthy mix, and like
Yeah.
it's moving everything along. That's why I've liked the pacing so far.
Yeah, exactly. The pacing
Yeah.
is just right on point. You know, I can't believe I'm saying this as a Marvel, you know, not a Marvel hater. Marvel, you need to slow
Like
your
a
brakes.
heavier
Marvel hate
critic.
her. Hate
Marvel,
her.
Marvel, slow your brakes. You
Maybe
know,
maybe more of a heavier critic.
yeah, heavier critic. There we go.
Oh
More.
no, no, no. Hater.
But you
Hater.
are a hater,
I
bro.
only hate on
You
them
are a hater.
only because yo, like they they given me like 15 different series that I gotta watch to watch one movie, and that's not fair. That's why I like X-Men 97. You're watching one episode and everything's happening at one time. You know,
Right.
I don't need to watch 17 different episodes to watch one episode. Get out of here. Stop it. What phase are we on? 15 now? Oh, wait, no, we have a retcon phase 7 or phase
I
5,
don't
you
know
know,
at this
like
point.
You're so annoying.
we have
And
to go
yes,
back.
you freaking do. We're in phase
Retcon
4.
something.
Okay.
We have to recast the entire
We're
Wakanda.
between phase 3 and phase 4 right now.
Yeah, we need to recast the entirety of Wakanda, you know, like we have
You're
to
so
figure
annoying.
out who's going to be the next Black Widow, or who's going to be you know, stepping in for the new big bad, or you know, maybe we're going to have Jerry going to be you know, Cable, you know, like just grow some
Wait,
white beard, and I don't know, man, like it's
you're
I'm
so
tired. I'm
ridiculous.
tired of like trying to figure this out. I'm just like, just you know what, give us a break, then be like,
But
boom,
that's
freaking
the thing
Empire.
they have. They are on a break. Like, dude, the only focus that they have been doing right now is literally Deadpool and Wolverine and X-Men 97. That's all they've been doing.
Mhm, mhm,
Well, they're prepping Fantastic Four.
mhm.
But
That's gonna fail. Let's just be real. There's not been a good Fantastic Four.
I don't
and the
think
response has not been great. I mean, regardless of the cast, because the cast I say is they're saving grace, but the
I,
Silver Surfer announcement, like I get where they're going with it,
your
but
cast can only go so far, but I mean, like
right. I
the
mean, Silver
cast
Surfer is like
from like two Fantastic Fours ago was just all A stars in their prime, still bombed. Like
yeah.
so.
it's not a fan favorite, let's say.
Honestly, like here's the thing is like I get why they want to do the diversity thing. I get it, but I think they dropped the ball on Silver
It's even the
Surfer
storyline.
because yeah, I mean, but even then, I think they dropped the ball on Silver Surfer because I'm not knocking them going with the necessarily the female version of Silver Surfer, which is Shalabal, which she is in the comics, right? There is a um Norrin Rad is
it's a
not,
certain storyline that like it makes sense technically the direction that
but
we think they're going. But the thing is, like you said, Norman Rad is the more
Norrin
coveted
Rad,
character. Norman Rad is the more
he is
coveted
when you
character.
think of Silver Surfer, everyone thinks of
It's
Norrin Rad.
that character, yes.
Not like I didn't even know who Shalabal was in terms of Surfer history. Like I had to go look her up. Like, and I think that's my bigger issue with it is that you went with an obscure piece of comic book history that people are going to really have to understand the history of the Silver Surfer to know who Shalabal is. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah.
I am saving reservations as much as I was entertained and I enjoyed the original two Fantastic Four. I mean, I really liked Rise of the Silver. Hold on, I really liked Rise of the Silver Surfer just because the Surfer. I grew up on the Surfer. Like,
yeah, but dude,
the original.
See,
so
my
are you
point
saying
exactly
the movie, or did you enjoy the few moments Surfer was in the movie? That's where I'm at.
You shush your mouth because it was just the Surfer.
It's
That was okay.
Yeah.
I liked.
See,
I enjoyed.
see,
I did enjoy the first one
a
because
handful of moments.
yeah.
I
That
mean,
movie.
I enjoyed the original one because I think Chris Evans at the time was perfect for. No, he was perfect for Johnny Storm at the time.
But once again,
right?
that's one
But,
performance that was enjoyable.
But
and that was the
overall-
one performance that was like that sold Johnny Storm. That you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah. Those movies were rough.
the reboot,
And honestly, we accepted them because it's all we had.
and
Yeah.
as much as I really
You know,
like
when
Miles Teller as an actor, the 2015 Fantastic Four sucked.
We don't
Yeah,
even
see,
acknowledge
terrible.
You're only putting out new Fantastic Fours because all the licenses go up. And once the licenses go up, oh, we got to put something out there and just throw it out there like for the world to have.
I really don't
that was a
think
huge blunder.
Yeah.
I don't think Pedro Pascal is going to be enough to save Fantastic Four.
No, it's not.
I totally agree. I think the cast is great. I think the cast is there.
Just because the cast is great doesn't mean
no.
Yeah.
Let me finish because it depends on the story. It depends on the script. Obviously, they can only do so much. Very true. There's all of that comes into play, and then of course, who's going to be the villain because they can't do. They have to have someone of significance. It can't just be Silver Surfer. It can't.
Well, if Surfer's in it, we're getting Galactus. That's going to be a given.
Not necessarily.
Well, they got to make up. They have to make up for Rise of the Silver Surfer and the fact that we basically got a cloud for Galactus. Let's just be fair.
Like I said, we don't know. And plus, and honestly, before they even go that route, they need to set it up or they need to decide.
I mean, let's be honest,
because Galactus is a big deal, and that is something that they would have to set up kind of like a Thanos.
I still think when you look at the Fantastic Four from 2015, those actors were really good in their own right. Right. If you take them separate and put them in their other projects, like Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, right? But the story sucked.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that's what's going to happen
once again
with this one. It's going to suck.
You hit it right on the nail. That was the quintessential thing. That cast was also great. Miles Teller, he could have played great with that. And then Michael B. Jordan, that is canon. He would have been he was already a cool Human Torch. Kate Mara, everyone was it was a great cast.
Yeah, solid.
Full story.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did they do? They altered the villain, right? And then screwed that up. Then who were they supposed to fight? Oh, right, the villain in another universe. And then but he was there the entire time. What it was
okay. So let's look at the major villains out there, right? Before we move on to
he was an anti-establishment,
So you've got Anilus. You've got Galactus.
Yeah.
I don't think you introduce Super Scroll this early, right?
But
I think you tease
I would
it.
say,
You tease it. You have to tease it.
but I would say,
No, I
yeah,
think you're gonna tease
that
Doctor
would be
Doom more
a
than
No,
anything.
good,
no,
no, but
no.
that would be a good opener
Because
to like have it tie in to certain franchises.
well, you've already got but you already have the scrolls. The scrolls were pretty much introduced with Captain Marvel. That's where they were introduced.
No,
Captain
wasn't that
Marvel,
wasn't
Secret
that the
Invasion,
wasn't that the end of one of those movies? God, one of the
and
movies.
Spider-Man.
What? Let's just say one of the movies from phases ago, before Endgame. They
No,
were
it's
they were
after
in-
Endgame.
Whatever.
So
Anyways, it's somewhere in the after credits. All the scrolls were like, they were in the car hanging out. I forget.
yeah, that was Spider-Man.
Sure. Sounds good. I mean, that you teased it instantly already. Just that little snippet. Now you can
Yeah,
tease it again, and then you can have
I
Super
just,
Scroll be as a big bad.
yeah.
Like it makes sense because
but
one
they're
of them.
doing Secret Invasion though, so I don't think you want to take away what Secret Invasion is going to be about.
No, but you still
But they already
still
did it.
keep
They
them
already
there.
did the
You
show.
still keep them there. You keep them
You
in the
know,
back pocket.
I just,
That's the back pocket. You throw it out there, and just in case something new happens, and you're like, oh, we have to retcon everything again. You gotta put that in your back pocket. You gotta have it ready to go just in case something else blunders. Like
I
the third one in the middle, like that was a big blunder. So now they have to redo all of phase 17, all of phase 15 just to
here's
redo what they did.
here's my thing. I would Anilius, I think would be good. Galactus. Super Skulls, I mean, would be on my list, but down towards the bottom. I think they need to really if they're gonna do it, they need to do Doctor Doom right. You know?
That's
Um,
my one and
and
only choice.
I do think that if we know that we know rumors are out there that Henry Cavill is joining the MCU. I would love to see him as Doctor Doom.
Yeah, it's right now the consensus is Doom or Wolverine. Like he's starting to get a lot
Well,
of traction on
yeah,
Wolverine
there's
right
rumors
now.
that he's one of the versions of Wolverine. There's other rumors out there he's gonna be Captain Britain for
That's
one of
kind
the
of
upcoming
that's
stuff.
been kind of that kind of lost the wayside there.
Yeah,
I don't hear that very much
but
anymore.
I see. Here's my thing: is like Fantastic Four, as much as people know the group, you don't really know their villains, right? You
Yeah.
don't
So
know outside of
you have to pick someone that people know.
Exactly, that's why.
And there's only four,
And that's why I
well,
five.
we
also
know.
think
Well,
that's
there's
why
more than
I also
that. We
think the
know.
Super Scroll tie-in is also kind of key because
Mhm.
that just raises more like interest to
Yeah,
like of the Fantastic Four possibly coming into other franchises. That's the only reason for me.
you
The
can't do Kang because
No, but the main
honestly,
villain for me it has to be Doom.
I
And then do like a end credit scene or something with Galactus, but and Silver Surfer. But
as
with Silver Surfer being already casted and in the movie, I'm wondering like maybe they are going with Galactus. Maybe
well,
that's a
he's
big
I hope
he's
setup.
not.
either gonna be he's either gonna be the big bad of one, or he's coming in two. But
Right,
here's
right.
my thing is, I don't. I honestly don't think it's gonna be well enough to get it to.
No way. It's gonna be
I
one.
don't know.
It's.
I'm optimistic towards it. I just
I
hope.
think we're staring at X-Men Last Stand type.
I don't. I think that's way too harsh. There. I don't think so.
Look at their track record
No. Well, given
with the
their track
Fantastic
record,
Four specifically.
no. Because those were the Fox movies. Those were different. But what I would say is that the fact that Marvel's kind of reevaluating what they're doing right now, and as Jason said before a while ago, and now they're finally doing it, slowing things down. Um, I think they're going to take a bit more care towards the writing in the movie. I'm still optimistic because as we see right now, all they're promoting right now is X-Men and Deadpool and Wolverine. That's it. Everything else has either been shelved or postponed. So I kind of see them. They are reevaluating, obviously, and I think they are going to take a hard and more delicate look to the Fantastic Four movie. So I'm
Yeah.
optimistic.
Yeah, it's Marvel. People are still gonna buy the tickets, hence Jerry.
Yeah,
But you know, it's fine. It's
but
fine. I get it.
I'm not a fanatic. I do agree with their shortcomings, and I do argue what they haven't and haven't been doing. But all I'm saying, I appreciate what we're getting because of what we have gotten in the past, like the Fox movies, the older Fantastic Four. I I've dealt with those.
I just
Now,
feel
like,
that all of that they're doing right now, it's good, it's fine, but I just don't want. I mean, you're gonna have to cast whoever is in this cast for the long run. It is just how they've been doing it. You can't have, for example, you can't have Chris Evans in two different. Can't have him as an old school Fantastic Four. You can't have him as Captain America. It doesn't work. So whoever you do
MCU
cast,
multiverse, yes, you can.
whoever. No, stop it, stop it. If that's the
true.
case, then Chris Evans is going to be freaking everywhere,
That
dude.
is true, but
Like
I also kind of believe like within Deadpool and Wolverine that they're within the next couple of movies, I think they're kind of straying away from the multiverse.
they have to. They have to.
Well, no.
That's
So here's what they're talking about. No, for
or
Deadpool and Wolverine,
in control or
they're
something.
the premise of what is coming out about Deadpool and Wolverine is that they're going to establish that there is one major hero in each universe, and if they die, the basically the universe collapses.
Huh.
So
Oh, hence
that's
why
the route
like
they're going.
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we'll find out what it all is, but I mean, honestly, when we know Deadpool and Wolverine has the TVA,
Yeah, because
they
obviously, like based on the trailer, like the 20th Century Fox, you see, it, like is in shambles. So like that carries weight. What you're saying. But one single hero from like
that if that
that's
hero
weird.
dies, right, the
Yeah,
whole universe unravels, right? Um,
but in that
so
universe, if there are multiple heroes, I mean that's weird. So one was like I
It's
wonder,
Marvel, baby.
yeah,
It's Marvel,
okay, I
baby.
wonder. I'm well,
Don't
I'm still
question
gonna see it.
Marvel, Jerry. Don't question Marvel. Don't question Marvel.
yeah,
Shut up. I'm not a lemming. I get it. Like that. That's why I question. But I mean, but the thing is, I still go to be entertained. That's the difference. I still go to enjoy it
When
I
you
just
when
so
you watch a
because.
TV series, when you watch a show, you're like, okay, you know it's gonna end at some point. You know it's gonna
Yeah,
end. Not Marvel, baby, not
that's
Marvel. Not Marvel.
which is cool.
No, it's
Now
not. It's not.
continue to enjoy.
It's not. It's not.
all right. Let's get off the Marvel thing and let's go onto the other side of the House of Mouse and go
Shut
to
up.
Star Wars. And um, today the a story trailer came out for Star Wars Outlaws, which it looks great. Our going back to year one of this podcast, like episode like 20, Julian Garrity, who used to be the director on The Division, he is helming the project from a director capacity. It looks great. We do actually get the official confirmation that this does take place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Because in the
Oh,
trailer we do get to
oh yeah.
see a very frozen Han Solo in
And
carbonite.
Hmm.
Carbonite and
Uh,
Jabba
we
the
get to see
Hutt.
Jabba.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was cool.
And some of the different TIE fighters and stuff like that. So it looks good. Um, it is coming out in August. And August 30th is when it releases. Um, and when you look at Ubisoft, because we do have press access to the Ubisoft press website. So some of the key information they provided was that you're gonna be able to explore distinct planets. They're gonna have bustling cities and cantinas. You're gonna be able to go out in your on your speeder out into the landscape. Um, each planet's gonna be different with rewards and challenges and adventures. It is an original story set in the universe, you know. And you will be able to pilot the Trailblazer is what the actual ship is called that your main character is
Cool.
flying. Her name is Kay Vess. So you'll actually be able to dogfight in it. Which is going to be kind of fun.
Oh,
I
That's gonna
think,
be fun.
That'd be cool.
that could be
Yeah.
fun. It's the first ever open world Star Wars game that they're claiming is open world, but if I think back though, I mean, you still had some exploratory areas for Shadow of the Empire and um
Also,
Shadow of the Empire and like I
I
just think that
I would need you to actually I need you to watch either the first or second trailer, but it's funny you mentioned that. I feel like one of the characters that made an appearance in the trailer, I think came from Shadow of Empire, the game.
well, so they're calling this they're saying experience the first ever open world Star Wars game set between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So they could be
Right.
basically saying this is the first open world game set in that timeline. I think it's just poorly worded, how they're the
Right.
communication going out on it. Um, but Shadow of the Empire is leads into Empire. So yeah, this would be the first real one set between that timeline. Um,
But yeah,
so
just let me know because I swear I think one of the characters that the main character of Outlaws was speaking to the main character of Shadow that you played as.
Dash Rendar?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
So
Uh
yeah, you have to let me know when you take a look at it, take a gander.
I'm looking at it right now as we talk
Oh,
about it,
okay.
right?
Oh,
I've got
sweet.
Twitter pulled up and I'm looking at it right now. But
It's
so
either
it'll be
that or
interesting.
they looked heavily like close to it.
I do hope this is the one of those games for Ubisoft that does well that they don't have to put on
Black Friday
sale
sale.
like right away because we all know, I mean, the
It
running
will.
joke
It
is
will.
um
Guaranteed. It will
you
be on sale. Like it's Ubisoft. It's how they sell their games.
yeah, and I don't want that for Julian, right? Julian's a great guy.
I hope
He produces great
I
games.
hope it does. I honestly
Um
hope it does great because it does. It looks great. I'm kind of hyped on it. I'm definitely going to put a pre-order on it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
and a lot of people,
Well,
if you are into the what's the group. So I mean, like if you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna get it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I support you 100%. Just like how
Mm.
I always just get Final Fantasies. Doesn't matter if they're on
Yep.
sale. I just get them because I'm a
That's true.
fan. Atlas games, I love Atlas, so
That's
I'll
right.
buy
Atlas.
I
Atlas
am
games too. But
I
if
I am
if it
a
happens to be on sale, cool beans. But Ubisoft, I'm not one where I need to get this right away. I'll just wait for it till Black Friday and
and I think that's the
catch
thing
the
is
next
just
Assassin's
like
Creed, for 40
Ubisoft
bucks
has trained
instead.
us, right? To already know, hey, wait like 2 months and this thing's gonna be on sale.
Yeah.
And like I don't want that for Julian and that dev
And
team,
plus,
Matt
yeah,
Bassett,
and
because
I'm not going to do that because I'll get a day of. Like,
I am a
'cause I'm going to pre-order it.
huge, massive fan.
Yeah,
I mean, God's sake, how many hours have I put into Division over the years?
I miss that,
Um,
man. I miss that.
I
Yeah,
have it. I
that's
still have it
amazing.
installed. I've been twitching of maybe firing it back up just to go back into the world of the Division and fire up my agent again. Um, but there's other things that are on my plate right now that I'm playing and wanting to play and catch up on that quote unquote backlog, so to speak.
The forever
Yeah.
backlog.
You know, so I haven't seen anything come out as far as what is going to be available for pre-orders, even though you can pre-order it right now. I wonder if PlayStation.com has. pre-order bonuses yet for it. But it'll be. I really hope it does well. For
So do
Ubisoft's
I.
sake and for
Mhm.
Julian and Massive and but we all know it does have the possibility of not doing really great, you know? So,
Mhm.
all right, so PlayStation Store only has the availability to add it to your wish list. They don't have anything announced for pre-order bonuses, which I think is really weird because the game comes out in 4 months.
Yeah.
Usually 4 months out, you know what your pre-order bonuses are going to be. So we'll see. So speaking of backlog, Jerry, what you been playing?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. The same.
Oh,
Pretty much just hitting Final Fantasy. I've been very consistent. So yeah, I'm in the like a theme park area.
Gold Saucer.
Gold
Gold
Saucer.
Saucer. Yep.
Yeah, come
Yep.
on, theme park.
So I'm
Get the hell out of here. It's okay.
Yep. Jerry just got himself fired.
It's okay.
whatever.
Hey,
No
you know
gold
what? It's all
character.
right.
I'm
Jerry,
taking
you're
my
not, you're
time.
not, you're not
I'm
a square
playing.
guy. It's okay. Hey, Square Enix, by the way, if you're
Screw
listening,
you.
I
am a Square
Hey,
guy,
hey,
but I'm a
hey,
specific
I'll do
Final
work. I'll
Fantasy.
do work.
Yeah. I'm not a heavy fan. You're right. You're right. I'm a specific fan,
Yeah.
but that's it. And then
hold on. You're a specific fan of what?
Final Fantasy.
Let's
But yeah.
Jason. Yep, that's what I was waiting for. Jason's
Well,
giving him the
7.
eye.
The numbers. Yeah,
No,
7.
you're,
Yeah.
7,
you're
8,
not,
9, 10.
bruh. If
7, 8, 9, 10. That's
see,
that
like
bro.
here, Jerry,
That's
repeat
my
after me. It's the same thing, but with a different company. Ready? Hey, and I say Square Enix, and then you say Rockstar. Hey, if you have a job open, like, hit me up, bro.
that is
All
the
day.
very true Rockstar.
See, told you,
Yeah,
told you, told you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't mean like I'm not a huge fan. I
No,
grew
it's
up on 7.
yeah.
7. I mean, we all know that. Anyways.
But we didn't get the amount of time in Gold Saucer in 7 that we did in Rebirth. Let's be honest.
Well,
So,
I'm still exploring that, but
oh, dude, there's so much.
yeah, there's a lot to do. So that's where I'm at in the game. And then of course I'm fighting for democracy. Helldivers 2. It's the updates
Dude,
and it's so great.
Joel fucked everybody.
Dude,
Oh my God.
Joel's
Talk
putting
fucked
some high
everybody.
bars,
Sneak
man.
attack.
So,
Joel
let's just
praise the
let's-
like he is dude, he's angry.
so he let the entire automatons, what you thought were the entire automatons, get wiped out.
Yeah.
And while everybody's celebrating, he
Sneak
just
attack.
drops the bomb that, oh, by the way, that's just a Vanguard unit. This is the rest of the fleet coming.
Yeah. Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
That
props
hurt.
to that
But
dev
yeah.
team.
Oh, dude.
Absolute props to that dev team.
Dude, they're
for what they're doing.
they lean so into the jokes from the fans.
Yep.
Yeah.
They really they're doing it. They're consistently doing it well, and rightfully so. Like just they're handling everything like with the fans and with the players. There was a few toxic there was a bit toxicity playing online when if you didn't have a certain build. So what they did, they re-altered the guns. Boom. So now back to everyone just having fun. Like it's great. So yeah, it is a lot of fun.
So
But yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Jason.
More shows. I mean, just been watching shows, just kicking it. I am on the verge of purchasing Helldivers as well. I might join Fight for Democracy, bro.
Oh, please tell me when you do, baby.
Oh, dude, it is right there. Like as soon
Oh my God.
as it's not like
Dude,
as soon as I have the
quote
time a
Super
little bit.
Troopers all
dude,
day.
like,
It's so funny.
oh, dude, I have my coworkers are coming out to me. Even they're like, "Bro, have you joined the Fight for Democracy?"
It's so great.
And I'm like, "Bro, like, I have like family member or not family members, but like friends and stuff like that. They're like, hey, like, did you fight? Did you join the Fight for Democracy?
Did you join the fight? Yep,
dude. Like,
dude, it's so great.
So I'm probably gonna pick that up very soon. but yeah, other than that, like it's just been I've been quite busy lately, so just trying to find some time, play some free games, catching whatever I can. Like
Mhm.
the backlog is for real. Just trying to play some like games that are on my phone, like I've been playing chess a little bit more. So
Ooh.
I am terrible at it. I will not lie to people and be like, "Oh yeah, no, I've been playing chess for." No, I am terrible at it, but I still have fun because all I do is bullet games. 1 minute, man. That's all I got time. That's all I got time for. 1 minute bullet games, and I lose like 75% of the time. But when I do
Hmm.
win, I'm like, hell yeah,
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
got him,
Nice.
Matt.
And Matt, yeah. What have you
I
been
have now started
hitting that
uh
backlog?
I've started chapter 11 on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Sweet.
I am heading on over to Nibelheim.
Cool,
Um,
cool.
and it is great just hearing that Nibelheim music playing the whole time. It's great. Like it's bringing back some old
Oh,
memories.
speaking of which, been wanting to ask you,
Hmm,
how have you been? Have you been enjoying Queen's
I fucking love Queen's Blood.
Queen's
Love
Blood?
it.
Right.
Like I used to
It's
crack
quite
out.
fun.
I love Triple Triad. That was like my jam, like for the card
Okay.
game and stuff. I love Queen's Blood. I have a deck built now that is
I was gonna
if
ask how your
if I
deck
get it to
is, and
play
like, yeah,
right, it is a monstrosity.
you have to show
Um,
me what your deck is too.
I'll
Card.
when I jump into it
Yeah.
next, I'll send you a screenshot. I'll just take a
Sweet.
picture of it and send it to you. Because I've got creatures that allow me like to replace cards that I already have on the board to make other stuff
Okay, cool.
stronger. Like it's replacement cards. I have a couple in there that do -2 to the enemy right in front of, the opposing card right in front of them. And it takes over that space. So it allows me to kind of expand and move further into their territory. Um,
I kind of had a feeling you'd like the game, but I was just
I
wondering,
love
like,
it.
yeah,
I love Queen's
it's
Blood.
fun. It is fun.
I just beat Regina again. Um, so when you do the card tournament on the ship
From
from the Shinra 8, so you face her again as part of the Queen's Blood storyline. And
okay.
I just beat her and it wasn't even close. Like she gave me a run for the money in the Shinra 8 tournament, but this time around I stomped a mud hole in her. Like we're
Sweet.
talking what was it? 45-0.
Dang. Oh,
Dang,
dang.
okay.
Like it took all
Simmer
three
down now,
rows.
bro.
Oh
She
man.
had 4 cards on the board. I had everything else.
Damn.
So,
Okay.
Simmer down now.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I have my wrecking crew is I'm playing Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith as my crew right now. And
That's pretty much my main as
Cloud
well.
and Tifa, if I get them going, man, it is stagger. It is basically like my
Stagger City.
FF13,
Yeah.
going
Yeah, I'm
with
focusing on a
what I
lot
did.
of
So
Tifa's staggering abilities as well,
yeah.
unlocking them as she was
So
I remember that was all that was her best
um
thing.
and then I am working on MLB The Show.
Oh, nice, nice.
I am 5-5 right now with my season.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
oh,
cool.
doing better
Nice.
than real
Um,
life. That's good. That's good.
a little bit better than real life, and I've only made. You'd be proud of me. I've only made a couple of trades,
Oh,
and it
okay.
wasn't to stack the team. I just went back and got a couple of old players that I
Mm.
miss being on the Rockies.
Oh, sweet.
Carlos Estevez, who's went to the Angels, and then I don't remember where he's playing now. He's my closer, and then got Garrett Hampson back. He's Kansas City currently, but that's it. Like I've kept everybody that I started with, so I'm trying to do this season as close to not stacking the deck as possible. And you know what? Hats off to San Diego Studio. The AI on the pitchers this time is way fucking better. Um, and the umpiring is just as makes me just as mad as real life baseball. So yeah, so that's been pretty much it. And then when I'm not playing, I've been watching Star Trek Discovery. I'm now halfway through season 3 already. So I
Oh,
cranked
sick.
through like a full like season and a half in the last week. Um, because the new season's getting ready to start streaming if it hasn't already started. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get through tomorrow download a bunch of episodes onto my iPad and watch them on the plane for my trip to South Carolina on Thursday.
Sweet,
So
sweet.
I can keep on watching and whatnot.
And
So
let us know when you board, dude, and
oh
get
yeah.
home and get
Well,
get
you guys will
safe.
be sleeping.
Not really.
Well, Jay, you might not be.
I'll-
Jerry, I know will, because
Uh.
my flight leaves Denver at 6:45 Thursday
No,
morning.
oh no, I might be up.
Oh, I'll be asleep.
You'll be up at 5:30 in the morning?
I might be. Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah.
And then it's a long day. I literally fly into Charlotte, drive down to Columbia, watch my, do senior night and watch my daughter's last game for lacrosse,
Sweet.
turn around, drive back up to Charlotte, sleep, get up at 5 o'clock or like 4:30 in the morning to head to the airport catch my 7:30 flight.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a quick
Good old
it's a
turnaround.
quick
Good old
Yeah.
turnaround.
Well, here's the things, we did it shorter because my daughter graduates next month. So
And
tickets
you
are a little
definitely
bit
want to be there
pricier
for that.
because she graduates right after Memorial Day, that Wednesday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm sure.
So, and her
damn.
graduation is 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Damn,
we
double
have to
dick.
fly in. We have to fly in Tuesday night.
Got him.
You what? You
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, got him. He got to come.
So we
got to
go Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's how they get you. Them schools, dude. Damn it.
well,
That's
they do
not-
it out
That's how
there.
to get you.
That's how they
Instead
get
of
you.
like- Instead of like where I live, each school does it in either at their, they're on their field.
Yeah, but I mean, even
Or
the
in the
timing,
gym.
Memorial Day, really a holiday, and
Yeah.
if
That
people have
Wednesday
to
after?
fly in,
Yeah.
really?
They do it where they use like
Damn.
some big, big auditorium or something like in the city. So like
So
one
you have
school
to pay
goes
for
at 8
tickets,
o'clock.
or I mean, pay for
No.
parking.
You don't have to pay. We'll see about that. But you have the graduation one in the morning and you have one in the afternoon at the
Yeah,
same
right.
site. So it's just
So getting in and out because timing, So traffic, no matter what. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
So
Like you said, it's gonna be a long day.
hopefully American is not like United and Southwest where they have parts flying off their airplane.
Matt's gonna need a lot of Monster and Red Bull
Yeah.
that day.
Oh no, it's gonna be tea. I don't drink Monster and Red Bull.
Yeah,
gotta worry about the ticker.
Today's gonna be the day.
Energy
He's like,
drinks
I
are
need
not
that, I
good.
need that.
Energy
I need
drinks
that
are
hit.
not good for the heart. So
I need that hit. I need to be.
God, I'm gonna be like Starbucks at the airport.
Yeah.
Starbucks on the way.
Oh,
God, yeah,
that's
it's
gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be an interesting one, bro.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But definitely
Hey.
let us know how it goes and how everything make sure
Yep.
you're safe and
oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, man.
But
Yes.
for everybody else, thank you for crashing game night with us. For those who jumped in the chat, we're lurking in the background. Thank you for enjoying this episode. Hopefully it made you guys laugh or be interesting to see what your guys' opinions are on the Fantastic Four and and
Yeah.
Outlaws and X-Men. Drop comments.
Yeah.
If it's your first time, hey, thanks for crashing on in. Welcome to game night. Jason's got the couch.
Join us on the couch again.
We
bro,
still need
guys.
we still need another couch.
Hey,
Jason's gotta go shopping.
Stop it. Stop it.
You need to go shopping.
He's
Hey.
on the look. Yeah, you're shopping right now.
I'm shopping right
yeah.
now, man. I gotta make sure it's gotta tie in with the.
Yeah.
It's gotta tie.
You're
in.
checking samples. You're testing them out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
gotta
There's
make
some-
sure,
there's some
like,
there's some good ones at Costco.
you gotta have some good cushion. You gotta.
Anyways, I feel like we cheered though tonight. Make sure to drop us a follow here on Twitch and on over our YouTube channel, and head to crashinggamenight.com. Check out all the platforms we're carried on from an audio perspective and our past episodes. And just right now, everybody, with everything that's going on in the world, between we had the tsunamis and the earthquakes. I mean, heck, we had an earthquake just east of New York City. That was a 4.9 this week. That's an area that doesn't usually get earthquakes. Just everyone, please be excellent to each other.
That's right, all my nerds. Let's just be cool, and let's once again spread the same kind of message that we always spread. Let's try and practice a little bit more patience, a little bit more compassion. Let's try to lend a hand here and there if you see someone is struggling, if they need a little help. Let's overall just try to do and be better, and be safe out there, and just help when you can. and let's just spread a little bit more kindness and joy. And yeah, be safe out there. J Rock.
Yeah, guys. I mean, first and foremost, hopefully everybody's done your taxes because by the time we see you guys next time, you guys are a little bit late. So please make sure you
Yeah.
don't forget to do your taxes this year.
Yep.
You know, don't get audited. It's not cool. It's not fun, you know. So, but again, just like Jerry says, like Matt, Jerry, Theo, who is not here, miss you, bro.
Miss you,
I will,
bro.
I will. I mean, that was a bad one to use, but I mean, like, I miss you. You need to be back here more often because these guys, they don't. One of them doesn't know how to outro, but it's okay, But everybody enjoy. It's coming up at the what is it? 1/3 mark now, April,
Mm.
mid-April. Yeah,
End of
hopefully
April will be a third through the month. We got a couple
yeah,
more weeks for
We're
that.
we're already getting to summer. I
yeah,
like
we're
it,
we're,
it
get- we're
feels
coming up on summer already,
My boys
it's
got 6 weeks left of school.
look
It's
at
Give or
that, look
insane.
take.
at that.
That's it.
Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the school year, hopefully you all
Mhm.
had some good spring breaks, enjoyed the eclipse yesterday, there's a lot of
Mhm.
things to have fun for, look forward to. But one thing I look forward to every night, my man Theo, I miss you, bro. But
Why don't you just do it yourself tonight?
Just do it.
I
Just
have
do
to
it.
Do it.
no, yo, like I can't say my
Why
man,
don't you
my
just do
man,
it?
my man is it's like
You can
me,
talk about
Just
yourself in the third
me.
person. There you
Me.
go. There you go. Do it. Just do it.
Send how send me
Send us out.
send us
Hey,
out
me. Send us out.
Me.
me
I already
send
love
us
it.
out like
I
Theo
already love
does. All right, guys, you know what?
You can't do it with a straight face.
You know,
You
it's
can't.
it's
You
weird.
can't.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
All right, everybody.
You gotta send. You gotta.
Thank you for.
You can't.
You
You
said it
can't
with
do it. But anyways, you know what? Me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
It's weird. Like, 'cause then I have to go from wake up to
That was funny.
like